Chapter 1 Al-Istiqlal, the Creation. Chapter 4, verse 39 to verse 53. Anunnaki were chosen to seek these gold, which they knew could be found in abundance on the planet Tiamat, meaning maiden of life. They made many trips in a mother craft called Nibiru, which means planet of the crossing, or that which crosses the skies. So Marduk found minerals on Tiamat, and he set up a base on Lamu, meaning deity of war, today called Mars. He also went on the dark side of Shiski, where people had already lived under the rule of Lunar, who originally came from Gaga, Pluto. The planet Gaga, Pluto, at the time was a emissary of Ansha, Saturn, before it was thrown into its own wobbling orbit when one of the satellites of Nibiru crashed into the planet Tiamat, now called Earth. Those were some of the planets that were on Nibiru's regular routes. The planet Tiamat was a regular star as well, along with the planet Mars, which to the Romans is known as the father of Romulus and Remus. He was the consort of Rhea, Sylvia, god of war, originally called Mars, Silvanus, god of desolate places. Silvanus was symbolized as a half man and half goat, the father of war, symbolic of the ancient Egypt deity Ra, the symbol of the ram, deity of the sun, fertility of life and growth, which is pronounced as Re, as in the rays from the sun. The reverse of the word Mars is Rams, and the inversion of the word Mars is Wars, a symbol of blood called the red planet, also called Al-Merik. The long arrow symbol of war, other names for it is Al-Kunas and Baran. Mars data, distance from the sun equals 142,000 equals 142 million miles. Diameter. Mars data. Distance from the Sun equals 142 million miles. Diameter equals 40,022 miles. The time Mars takes to orbit the Sun equals 680 days. The time Mars spends on its axis equals 24 hours, 37 minutes and 3 seconds. It tilts on an axis of 25.2 degrees. Mars shines in the sky with a reddish color, and it is sometimes called the red planet. The orbit of Mars is more oval than that of the Earth. Mars' thin atmosphere is made up almost entirely of carbon dioxide. Temperatures at the planet's equator may occasionally reach 60 degrees Fahrenheit. However, during the shadow hours, temperature can drop to nearly minus 202 degrees Fahrenheit. Tons and tons of rocket fuel could be synthesized out of Mars air, making traveling to and from Mars even easier than trips to the Moon. The Martian soil also contains an abundance of gypsum, which can be baked by adding some Martian water and iron-rich dust on Earth. This is cement. It has 2 moons, one called Phobos, miles at its widest point, and it circles its planet at a distance of 2,462 miles. Phobos completes its orbit in about 7.5 hours, which is less time than it takes Mars to turn once on its axis. The other, Deimos, is 12 miles at its widest point. It circles Mars at a distance of 14,700 miles. Both Phobos and Deimos were born by meteorites captured as asteroids in its orbit. Here you will find prototypes of Homo sapiens.